The mission of the program is to bring together Rice and Qatari students to actively participate in public diplomacy
by listening to, learning from, informing, and engaging with cohorts from around the world.
One of the reasons I decided to participate in this program was because there's such a lack of information about the Middle East and the United States. You know, as two of the most powerful areas in the world, it's insane that we don't know each other better than we do.
It's not sort of like an individual study abroad. This is like a group of Rice students, and we sort of like form a bond together as a class by, you know, going through this experience and having these intense discussions.
You are taken to Doha for a week, or you're welcoming a group of Qatari students to Rice for a week. And you're participating in an exchange program by all traditional means. But of course, you're given the opportunity to make policy in this class. I mean, as opposed to other classes where you're studying the Middle East. While you're doing that with the PDGP program, you're also actively going to interact with students in the Middle East. You're going to create policy solutions.
I was introduced to this whole aspect of public diplomacy, policy making, and I was so fascinated. I was like, I really should get myself enrolled in this class.
After the Arab Spring, that's when I got seriously attached to public diplomacy. I was updated the whole time with everything, and I had friends who were affected.
Being here today and learning about public policy in Baker Civil diplomacy is something that's going to add a lot to me as someone who's willing or is looking to be a politician in Egypt in the future. I mean, education is a big part of it, and it enriches the person's experience.
We were able to converse and share ideas and discussion about very heated, usually political and environmental healthcare topics, and to get their take on it coming from the other side of the world was extremely interesting. To not only have that chance, but then to further evolve our friendships with them, to continue to have contact with them post the program was very unique and very worthwhile.
Most difficult part is really facilitating a discussion that includes everyone's backgrounds, but all the time focuses towards a tangible end.
Great part about the Qatar colloquium was that there was a lot of free time to bond with them outside of the discussions. There were several things like we did. We went to the baseball game, we went to the rodeo.
We also had regular dinners, and even during their free time, I took one of them to the museum in Houston, so there were many different opportunities to engage with them outside of just the regular policy discussions.
The PDGP program has been a great experience because you're not only interacting with Qatari nationals, but with all the students who are studying in Qatar who stem from so many nations in the Middle East, South Asia, Europe, and other places.
The most important part was us, students from Qatar, the Qatar campus, coming here, because having discussed issues of public diplomacy with students from the United States, these exchange of ideas we've had really will definitely help me.
I think one of the biggest messages from this program is probably to listen first and foremost, because we know that that's one of the central ideas in our definition of public diplomacy as we go through this program.
The best part of this colloquium was the fact that there was so much student leadership, the fact that we weren't told this is how the topic session should unfold. The goal is to bring people from very different backgrounds and allow them to contribute whatever their expertise may be.
The ideal student for this program, I believe, would be someone who just has an interest in other countries and in public diplomacy between countries.
You didn't necessarily have to have that much of a background before entering. It did help a lot if you did, but the class prepared you enough to where you could still be a productive member of the conversation by the end.
Ultimately, I don't think anything prepares you for it. The cross-cultural experience is it's unlike anything else.